subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello. In this video, we will discuss another poem from your course, that is the Extasie. This video will give you a brief introduction to the poem, line by line explanation, and then we will also discuss Extasie as a metaphysical poem. The word ecstasy has been derived from the Greek word ekstasis, which means standing outside. Ecstasy is a feeling of extraordinary happiness leading to spiritual exaltation. The Extasie was published in 1633 as one long poem. But the poem can be divided into quatrains constituting 19 stanzas with rhyme scheme as ABAB. The poem deals with the relationship of the body with that of the soul in love. The poem expresses Donne's philosophy of love. Though Donne agrees with Plato that true love is spiritual, but he does not ignore the claims of the body. According to Donne, it is the body that brings the lovers together. Where like a pillow on a bed, a pregnant bank swallowed up to rest. The violet's reclining head sat we two, one another's best. Here the word swell means to become bigger or rounder. Violet is a plant with white or purple flowers. Reclining means leaning backwards. In the opening lines, the poet paints the picture of a river bank which is raised high like a pillow to give rest to the leaning head of the violet. The two lovers, who are the best companions for each other, sit on the bank of the river. The words pillow, bed, and pregnant also suggest sexuality. The violet flower represents a faithful love. Our hands were firmly cemented with a fast bomb which dance did spring. Our eye beams twisted and did thread our eyes upon one double string. Here the word cemented means joined. Balm is a fragrant cream that heals wounds. Dance means from that place. Spring means to appear suddenly. Eye beams or the beams of light from eye to eye. As their hands are tightly clasped, they sweat. The sweat acts as a quick bomb and cements their hands together. While they stare at each other, their eye beams are twisted and intertwined together and form one double string. So to intergraft our hands as yet was all the means to make us one, and pictures in our eyes to get was all our propagation. Intergraft means to unite or to cut a piece from a living plant and attach it to another plant. Propagation means the act of producing new plants from a parent plant. The poet used intergraft as a conceit. Their hands are grafted together like one plant to another. Thus grafting is the only means to make them one, and the pictures in their eyes signify the dreams of having children in future. As twixt two equal armies fate, suspense uncertain victory, our souls wish to advance their state were gone out, hung twixt her and me. Here the word twixt means between, suspend means to hang, advance means to move forward. In these lines, the poet compares two souls with two equal armies. As between the two equal matched armies, fate holds victory in the balance. So their souls which have escaped from their bodies to rise a state of bliss hang between her and him. And whilst our souls negotiate there, we like sepulchral statues lay. All day the same our postures were, and we said nothing all the day. Negotiate means to try to reach an agreement by formal discussion. Sepulchral means lifeless. Posture means position in which you hold your body. And while their souls are negotiating out of their bodies, they lay still and motionless like lifeless statues. All day they neither moved nor spoke. If any, so by love refined, that his soul's language understood, and by good love were grown all mind, within convenient distance stood. Refined means purified. Convenient means near or easy to get. A person can only understand soul's language when he or she is purified by love. The refined love make their minds mature and remove all barriers between the two levels. He, though he knew not which soul spake, because both spake the same, might thence a new concoction take, and pot far purer than he came. Here the word concoction means mixture of things or refining of metals by heat. The poet says that it is hard to understand which soul spoke because both the souls are so perfectly matched that they speak the same language and mean the same thing. They are purified by the intensity of love. They are now purer than when they came into this world. This ecstasy that unperplex, we said and tell us what we love. We see by this it was not sex. We saw, not what did move. The word unperplex means to remove confusion. The poet says that the souls have reached the state of ecstasy and has demystified them what was unknown to them. They come to know that it was not sex that had motivated them to love each other. They also understand that love is a mystery and that they did not know what exactly moved them to love each other. But as all several souls contain mixture of things, they know not what. Love these mixed souls doth mix again and makes both one, each this and that. Here the word several means separate. All the souls are mixture of different things which they have no knowledge. Love mixes the souls again and blends the two lovers to become one. A single violet transplant, the strength, the color and the size, all which before was poor and scant, redoubles still and multiplies. Transplant means to move a growing plant and plant it somewhere else. When a violet plant is transplanted, it shows a remarkable improvement in strength, color and size. Though it was poor and weak before the process of transplantation, it now redoubles and multiplies its strength, color and size. When love with one another so enter in animates two souls, the abler soul, which thence doth flow, defects of loneliness controls. Inter inanimate means to animate mutually. Abler means more intelligent or strong. When love mutually animates two souls, it creates a single strong soul. Such strong soul removes the feelings of loneliness felt by two separate souls. We then, who are this new soul, know of what we are composed and made, for the atomies of which we grow, are souls whom no change can invade. Atomies means particles. Invade means to take control. After the unification of the two souls, a new soul has come into being. This new soul knows well of what elements it is made of. The elements present in the new soul are not subject to any change. No change can invade the new soul. But oh, alas, so long, so far, our bodies why do we forbear? They are ours, though they are not we are the intelligences, they the spheres. Forbear means to avoid. Intelligence means angelic spirits, but here it refers to souls. Spheres refer to bodies. Then the poet regrets why they have ignored their bodies. They are their own bodies, but still distinct from each other. Their souls are like planets, and their bodies are spheres in which the planets move. The poet means to say that a body is the medium of contact for the two souls. We owe them thanks because they thus did us to us at first convey, yielded their senses force to us, nor are dross to us but alloy. Yielded means surrendered. Dross means waste substance. Alloy means mixture of two metals. They are thankful to their bodies because they have brought them together. Their bodies surrendered to their senses to make their love spiritual. Their bodies are not waste substances but an alloy mixed of some superior metals. On man, heaven's influence works not so, but that it first imprints the air. So soul into the soul may flow, though it to body first repair. Heaven means planets. Imprints means to affect. The influence of heavenly bodies does not work unless it takes help from the air. Similarly, when a soul wishes to love another soul, they take the help of body. as our blood labors to beget spirits, as like souls as it can, because such fingers need to knit that subtle knot which makes us man. Beget means produce. Fingers, spirits or vapors are metaphorically described as fingers. Subtle means hidden or something that's not easy to notice. The poet here refers to the Renaissance belief that soul and body are united through vapors or spirits in the blood. Our blood struggles to produce the spirits which unite our two bodies. The spirits knit the subtle knot that makes us man. Such knot is difficult to understand. So must pure lovers his souls descend, the affections and to faculties which sense may reach and apprehend, else a great prince in prison lies. Descend means to come down, faculties means physical or mental abilities, apprehend means to understand. Thus pure lovers must descend such emotions and faculties which sense can easily understand. Otherwise the emotions become useless, like a prince who has been imprisoned. The prince may metaphorically refer to the soul which is imprisoned and becomes impotent. To our bodies turn we then, that so weak men on love revealed may look. Love's mysteries in souls do grow, but yet the body is his book. Revealed means to make something known. The poet then says that the souls should return to their bodies so that love will be revealed to the weak men. The mysteries of love grow in the souls, but such mysteries are only revealed through bodies. The poet actually compares body with a book in which the mysteries of love are written. And if some lovers such as we have heard this dialogue of one, let him still mock us, he shall see small change when we are two bodies gone. Mock means notes. The poet claims if a true lover like them has heard this dialogue, he or she will note small changes when the souls return to their bodies. The Extasie as a metaphysical poem. The poem deals with the subject of love, which makes it a metaphysical poem. Another characteristic of metaphysical poetry is the use of conceit. The poem is abounded with conceits. Donne has used conceits from battlefield, horticulture, and science. Some of the conceits are to equal armies, intergraft, propagation, atoms, and concoction. The poem is argumentative, which makes it a metaphysical poem. Donne argues that the fusion of two bodies is necessary to strengthen the spiritual love. The poem is intellectual rather than emotional, which makes it a metaphysical poem.